Belly breathing. Belly breathing. All from the diaphragm. Get it in there.
We're gonna just let this. Just gonna let this serenade us for a while, people, because fucking sing to us, Japanese man. Sexy Japan voice. There it is.
Nice form-fitting suit with the open dress shirt. Just strutting and dancing down the street. Absolutely
nice. It's nice and mellow. Because you know it's not nice and mellow? Me. Just
keep listening. Just let it go.
I'm trying to let it wash over me. This is nice. There it is. Tell me. Can you put this background in? This is just American. There it is. Good morning, good afternoon, good good dinner, good whatever this shit. What's not good is you fucking weirdos here for the Super Bowl. I'm not. I wanted to let this happen.
Vent. Go ahead and vent.
Odell doesn't know you. Burrow doesn't know you. Jamar Chase doesn't know you. Fucking Aaron Donald doesn't know you. You're just all just outside in such an aggressive capacity. I left my house an hour and 30 minutes before this show starts. Like, it doesn't make sense. I want you all to sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, I want you to go to jail. I want you all that are just on the freeway, just existing for no reason. Raise your kids, like hug your mothers, cook a meal. There's nothing. It's smog outside. The ozone layer is trash. Like there's nothing going on out here. You go home. And if you don't go home on Monday, on any time before this show, if you're not at home listening, just out in the way, I want you to go to jail and then go to hell directly afterwards. Don't pass go. Don't miss any steps, straight there. And I want you to go to the bottom, the very bottom of that place, at the floor. Don't fuck around in any of the other rings like Dante was. I want you to go straight to the
final boss level. Just go ahead and go straight. Put the code in and just go straight there.
Yeah, and I want it at fucking extreme difficulty.
To further poke the bear, providing context, like you left an hour beforehand to get here on time. Right?
Mm-hmm.
How far were you coming?
Here's the fucking dumbest part of this shit. If you're not in the city, the stupidest fucking thing is you will fly to this motherfucker. It'll be lovely. It'll be amazing if you're coming anywhere from like the IE area, and it's something about when you see like, oh, hey, when you can really see downtown, when you see like when you just are coming up and it's like, hey, and it tells you to split to like, do you want to take the one somewhere past that entrance to the 101? Everybody just says, I'd like to take a shit in my car right now. I would like to take a shit directly in the car, then pull the car over in the middle of 2 lanes and figure it out. I'd like to crash into stuff. I'd like to flip this bitch and do reverse. I'd like to somehow have this unnecessary charger that they just hand out to me because I was in the military for 2 weeks and that's souped up like a fucker. I'd like to take that car with the fucking like I'd like to take all the Dominic Toretto-ness of it and drive that bitch legit 12 miles an hour. Fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, and don't be going, the crazy thing is you see these motherfuckers, like the exits are exiting. The road is still you just go straight. There's no, you just gotta that way. We're all going that fucking way. Go there. What's wrong with you?
You can't drive. I mean, we have that even when it's not Super Bowl, which has always boggled my mind how in LA people will spend so much money for an expensive car that your shocks are going to get tore up and your brakes are going to get tore up and you're not even going to be able to maximize what the car can do unless you're driving at 2 a.m. So it's a terrible investment. But hi, everybody.
Pretty much. That's specifically
welcome to LA.
That comment specifically for like, I'm not like dissing you guys. I just don't know how you guys can afford. Maybe you guys live in great lives, like the tuner car people and like, like the fucking foreigns. Yeah, them shits that are like on the floor. I drive like my car is regularly. I couldn't drive anything lower than that. I don't even like you can't get out the driveway. I don't know what the point is. I also like to know like, how much ass you really get for just like I've never seen. Oh my god, like
It depends.
he hit the like, I don't know if that I mean, I don't know. It doesn't seem like a thing to me though, but good job.
It depends. For people that are like actually into street racing and can like really do the Dominic Toretto and fix their car and do it all themselves, there's a community for that. So they may get a little some out of that, but I would say that's predominantly our Latino cousins and our Asian cousins because they actually do that.
They with the shits though.
But for like the Eastern European and Armenian dudes that got it, and like the hood niggas that got it, like you just got that simply because like you got that because you're trying to get the little extra boost of coochie on your resume, and it does nothing but give you an extra bill. It gives you a reason to not really go out because you don't want to pay for that gas, or you end up wrecking it, which is dumb. Like you've had the car for a year and then you wreck it, and it's at somebody's like auto parts type thing because you don't know what you're doing. Like it's
all you street race niggas. If in the next 2 years you're not in London fighting a super spy or whatever.
Nope. If you're not in space,
per
the last one, you're supposed to be in space.
They literally go in there. Fast and Furious has such a chokehold on this fucking show that like I've talked about Dominic Toretto like at double-digit times. I'm in the high. Absolutely. I'm at least in the 40 to 50 times I've fucking mentioned this goddamn film, and I'm not gonna stop because what the fuck?
Vin Diesel come down and say, "I'm Groot" just one time.
Yeah, and it turned into a soap opera because now we have like weird backstories that they just threw in there. Like, by the way, did you know he had a brother? And his brother became a fucking elite super killer spy person. And we just disregard that he's murdered like people for 30 years because family. Like they just got cool in the end. Like him and like even the Brian Shaws and shit. We're like, yo, y'all remember like Shaw murdered a hospital before him and Hobbs got into it. Like when he was like, oh hey, that nigga killed like all them niggas had families. Like they were good police officers trying to stop a terrorist, and he killed them in a hospital. And then he's a superhero with fucking
our team now.
Yeah,
just like Toretto's brother, who like. Why, if you guys have the same parents, why are you somewhat racially ambiguous?
That's a white man. Yeah,
John Cena is a white man. There is no mistaking it. Peacemaker is 100% American, no doubt about it. But Dominic Toretto,
they're muscle brothers.
That's a good point. But they're really not.
John Cena kind of takes. Rock is a muscle brother. Like John Cena, they could be muscle brothers. Yeah. They're both wrestlers. Vin Diesel just barrel chested.
Yeah,
he top heavy. He don't really look like he lift for real. They just put a nice shirt on him. It's like, hey, you got to lose weight for the movie. Like
family.
Drop 10 just so you can look somewhat decent. It could be all curls and hiking. It doesn't matter, but just make sure the arms pop and the belly doesn't poke, and we're good. He's like, got it.
No, I want to know like what the budget was for them to use like how stressed were they to use every single trick in the book, like film wise, to go, we're gonna make you guys the same height.
Absolutely.
The Rock is 6'4". Vin Diesel's like
6'5" technically. Well, on paper, I don't know.
He's just like when they're standing side to side, he's like a bigger it's not even like taller. Like this nigga's head is bigger than your. Why the fuck are you niggas looking at each other? What kind of like that nigga's shoulders was too, like if you put the side by side and then had them do this, you wouldn't have seen Vin Diesel. There's no reason these niggas should be like, and they fought, and I'm supposed to believe
and still made it.
Fam, like Luke Hobbs is a fucking trained. They send him across the world to find, and I'm not getting off this soapbox. I don't know where the fuck this episode is headed, but I know one thing, guys. Dominic Toretto is a street racing nigga from East LA and has fought like
Hobbs and Shaw.
Shaw murdered a hospital of trained elite people at the beginning of the film, and he had his own fucking murder batons. And they said, you know what would be great here? For Dominic Toretto to like tear off random metal pieces and then go, this is for the streets. and maintain a fight, like, and fucking survive. Have you niggas ever watched the MMA nigga punch a regular person? Like,
the small ones, not even the heavyweights. We're talking about
son,
the
like,
small dude, the flyweights.
like, I know niggas led the conversation like I'm 180, bro. I'm 200 pounds. Floyd would beat you to death. Like, go to hell, everyone. Also, why are we not hired? Because we say a lot. I've said so much chaotic shit.
Yeah.
This man has just smoothly and just lovely said some wild shit that should be films. Why do we have to go to work? Because you niggas don't care. Hollywood doesn't care about if it makes sense. You don't give a shit.
Like George Bush when Kanye was talking about it, they don't care about black people.
Fuck no, they don't care about it. Makes sense. Like, what? Fuck no. We'll make anything. You know where we need to go? We need to go to Korea because they're making shit.
No,
Hellbound. They just said, "Fuck it, man."
I get the creativity aspect of it, but you ain't seen not one of us in any A-list, B-list, Z-list. Have you?
Somebody did make a movie that had a couple members of B2K, and it was like a break dance. And patronizing.
But they were popular. That's the only reason
I don't
black
think
people
they were
made it.
at that time.
Like,
because it was only like Fizz.
This was pre them being popular.
This was post breakup, I think.
Oh, they have a name. That's the only reason we threw them in there, because we're dancing and people will know your face. And
but it was
you need
just
to check.
Them two.
Yeah, you need to check.
And everybody else was like Korean.
Of course.
Yikes. It's
like fucking Bob Sapp in fighting in MMA anything, or Kai Green in a foreign fighter movie where he's fucking Tom Poe out here. Like, he's bodybuilder, sir, but you have a name that we can utilize to exploit, and you fit the stereotype of like, oh, black man, yes. So, I mean, hey. But I mean, much that we can say about that, but I don't think we would get hired as quickly unless we were like minstreling in some form or fashion for ourselves. I'll let you get to Kenny's comments because he had a minute where he was upset. But first, who are you?
Yeah,
like, I know who you are, but you've been talking and everybody else doesn't know who you are. So,
my name's Kamira.
Okay.
And I'm your cousin.
Oh, I'll be damned. Woo!
Oh, I didn't know it was still playing.
You were just playing.
Pause. There we go.
Okay. I just wanted you to be able to introduce yourself officially. No, that's on us. This is one of those shows where we just do whatever the fuck comes to mind. We're kind of in that. We're in a transition phase.
Right? I had a whole fucking way I was going to try to introduce that to people. Changes are going to happen or whatever.
Yeah, we'll be changing some stuff coming up. So like this episode and maybe Monday, we're kind of just like, not disrespectfully, but we are going to be revamping some things. There is going to be a reinventing.
Is it a surprise or can we get hints?
Oh, for us, like, who's we? Like, can you get a hint? Or like, can everybody else listening get a hint?
Yeah, that's what I'm implying.
Oh, I mean, technically, we can share what we're doing.
I mean, yeah, we're just gonna try to like, we're gonna revamp and restructure some stuff. Word to the Podfather, Keith.
We're rebranding to a degree.
We're doing stuff, but fuck that. We'll tell you on Monday because like this shit today just and also Kenny's in chaos, and I'm not bringing like how that should be presented to people because I always want to focus fully on Kenny's chaos because it's fucking beautiful.
Let him go ahead.
For one,
put it all on the screen.
Fuck the state of Alabama. In all caps, we have a large number of exclamation points. Fuck the state of Alabama, but salute y'all. Kenny meant that
wholeheartedly.
Thanos snap Alabama barbecue restaurants. We now see the reason for his Alabama hatred.
Just let it develop.
Vin Diesel built like top heavy thrifty people triple scoop cream. Yes. Actually, that's thrifty, not bad.
Triple scoop ice cream, yes.
Yes.
For those that maybe of a certain age and don't understand, Thrifty is known for having the ice creamery out here in our youth. So yes, he's built like 3 hefty scoops.
Yet again, Salute. Fuck Alabama. From my fucking soul. 53. You paid $53. Yo,
For some
I'm
barbecue.
good. Hey, send me
Was it
that
a
picture.
tray?
I'm gonna post the picture of that because he had these two like frozen scoops of mac and cheese, and then this weird meat platter of the driest. I don't know. It was that cost you $53.
Absolutely.
You're
not.
fucking lying to me.
Absolutely. Not. Which kind of helps transition to one of my thoughts,
My
which is like
God.
the title of this episode. You paid
Word to Nina.
$53 for that Alabama barbecue during Black History Month. How dare you disrespect yourself like that, sir?
Yeah,
Kenny,
crazy.
I expect better from you, my good man.
Damn, them niggas,
And it's Alabama.
them niggas said like, you know what? Actually, it wasn't niggas. They were just
They said, "Welcome to town.
yeah.
Pay up, buddy.
They're like, we have never
You
healed.
forgot where you at, boy."
We didn't. They said we didn't forget that fucking Martin Luther King fella.
Right.
So
And the brisket ain't seasoned.
yeah,
Kiss my
you
ass.
guys will never eat good here. We'll choke you. We can't choke you like we used to, but we'll choke you with some food. Cause fuck you guys. That was a little dark joke, but whatever. We're here now.
I mean, it's Black History. All the jokes should be dark. Go ahead, proceed, because I know he's
I expected a better spread. They forgot, nigga, a spread. That wasn't a spread. They gave you like, that was almost just, it was, y'all have to see this picture. I swear I'm gonna
You
post
have to
because
put it on
what
the
the
screen,
fuck?
I could see if it was Texas. I could pay 53 in Texas because I would expect it would be to be, a little better. But Alabama,
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, pulled pork. It was, yo, it looked like you were, yo. It was a Grubhub order, a Black restaurant. They were, I don't know how to save this. I'll get it. It's in. You know what? Maybe they didn't know who they. Maybe they're a evil. They're anti-heroes. I could save this. I can save this. This is a Black restaurant in Alabama. They're anti-heroes. They know that like maybe their demographic of people that comes to their shop is like, I love fucking
Black
barbecue.
people's
It's that
barbecue.
guy. That guy frequents their fucking establishment and they give him dog shit food. Because there was a Grubhub order. There's a Black menu and then there's like everybody else menu. They didn't know who you were. It was an online
Did
order.
it say Kenneth Berry on the order?
Yep, they might have. I'm trying to fucking holy shit, because the plate was just like no. There's no. I don't even know how to save this picture. It was fucking.
No, the one before that.
It's just,
It's the one before.
yo, yeah, yep.
You got to turn around.
Mm.
It said sell them into slavery.
That is how much you think? Oh, it's not bad.
How much is the barbecue worth?
I just was wondering how much he would sell them for because he seems like he would give them away for free. He would be like, look, 50 cents and a goddamn slushy, and I'll sell these because fucking this was terrible. There's a lot of like.
We're supposed to be supporting Black businesses. If nothing else,
I mean,
your best is supposed to happen in February if you are a Black-owned business because your people are gonna try and support you a little bit more. You can't be down bad in February. What are we doing, people? What are we doing?
I don't know, man. Black History Month is
I
already
wouldn't trust
started off
delivery
wild.
soul food at all, honestly.
I mean, if you're in context, I'll shoot Kenny some bail. If you're out of town in Alabama, do I really want to go driving around to find food as a Black man
The
that's
delivery
not from
driver
around here?
got a $10
Only in
tip.
the daylight.
Because that nigga drove there on
But
a
if you
John
think-
Deere tractor.
It's 4:00 here. That means it's roughly 7 there.
Gang.
Sun is down.
Fucking said Alabama was a sundown state. Like
It is,
shit.
it is.
Holy fuck.
It is like if you ain't in the house by like 4 in Alabama, it's like
They got a 4.3 rating. That is outlandish. What is going on? I don't have a lot of like
How many ratings do they have?
yeah, like I don't know much about like
that's the tricky part. I know that people. when
I
you're
ordered
making
at 5
like-
p.m.
Yeah, 5 p.m. You wasn't getting it, bro. They ready to go home.
So yeah, what's that like? That's like
You-
are they
you
2
got-
hours ahead? That's 7 o'clock.
I would say 3.
They're 3 hours ahead.
I would assume 3. I mean, if you think about it,
Uh,
Texas is 3.
Texas is 2, I thought.
I thought
Texas is 2,
Is it?
but yeah,
I always thought it was 3.
I don't know if it gets like, because I feel like everything down there still would be like 2. They don't jump into like East Coast
I
time
don't know.
because I know East is like 3.
Yeah.
For me, anything past Arizona is 3 hours ahead. That's just how I do it. In my mind, when I was in Ohio, I know Ohio was 3 hours ahead. So anything past Arizona to me is 3 hours ahead. That's just how I look at it. I could be wrong. Nina, you were watching. Feel free to let us know how many hours ahead Texas is.
I mean, here's like my only real connection to Alabama is like,
Slavery?
well, not. I like you. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can stay. That is just-
She's blood.
yeah, we're gonna. That was. Woo-hoo. Take that, Joe Rogan. Fucking.
You niggas.
Yeah, like my play cousins are from there, but they cook really well. Maybe they just like the most talented because their shit's fine. I've never had a bad like I've eaten over there since I was fucking like 9. But you know, whatever.
Homeboy cook for real. He in Birmingham, but he's not from Alabama, if I'm not mistaken. But that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, I don't know. Like you just that shit is outlandish. Do we care about Joe Rogan apologizing? Is that a thing? Since we're just running with Black History Month and
I don't know.
wild shit happening.
Dude, should we provide some context for you so you can formulate an opinion? So apparently, because everybody's mad at Joe Rogan for not being pro-vax, he's been like anti-vax, like you don't really need vaccination to keep yourself healthy and safe from COVID. There's natural ways of doing this, or there's other
And
methods.
people are mad at that.
People have been mad at that for
There's
the
a lot
last
of
year and a
people
half.
who think that are not Joe Rogan.
Yeah, but they're trying to say that he's being irresponsible for putting that out. He's the largest podcast in the country, so they're saying it's maybe even more than the country, but saying that his negligent because it's giving out false information and is causing people to do this, that, and the other, blah blah blah. But you can't blame him for any of that. He's a person with an opinion and a platform, like say us. But because he's like anti-Fauci,
nigga. I'm 100% nigga. Nigga. I'm 200% nigga.
Joe Rogan said,
Nigga. Why do police hate niggas?
"Say Joe Rogan."
Nigga.
I love
The
this
haters
visual.
about dicks is bigger.
To like find a video for this and just replace it with the Joe Rogan's face, do that, please.
You got it.
Thank you, sir.
You got it.
But essentially, because everybody's mad at him and boycotting him for not being super pro-vax and kind of anti-Fauci and not with the bullshit, somebody compiled some clips of like him making racially insensitive comments
Yeah, so why are we
and
shocked?
using the N-word. But his apology was like, I did this. This is from 12 years ago. I was younger and I wasn't.
Kenny meant that.
For him, it's like I was using this. Like, say if I'm gonna ask you, like, how do you feel about about people using nigga? Like, that's the context that he's using it. He's not saying I'm saying the word as opposed to saying, how do you feel about people saying the N word? He's saying, how do you feel about people saying nigga? And that's what they were using. So he's like, yes, I shouldn't have used the word. This is the context I was using it in, and it doesn't excuse it, but I apologize for it. This was 12 years ago, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. That's it. So TJ's question, like, do we care about his apology?
Yeah, like I will say, like as far as apologies go, I enjoyed his more because it wasn't like I didn't know. It was like, yeah, bro. It was like it was fucked up. It was like, you give like that. You try to give that comedian window, like you were saying something, you were trying to be funny. That African story, I'm like, y'all know that's a racially charged joke. That's not really like you can't feign ignorance on that. You can feign
Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, you can feign like I said some terrible shit and like knew it was terrible and it just wasn't funny, even though I haven't never heard a Planet of the Apes joke that was funny. See that right there? Like you don't say a Planet of the Apes joke and go like,
I don't
this
even know
really-
what he said, but when you said that, I was
I'm
like, I don't even know
glad
what
that you asked.
they went to see Planet of the Apes when the movie had came out, and they ended up going to see the movie in a black neighborhood. And he was like, we went to see Planet of the Apes. We walked in there and it was Planet of the Apes. Yeah. It's just like as a nigga who like your job, like his job has been to be funny, like on stage, like, and I'm like, that's not like, and not from just like
around white people, it's funny.
Sure.
Is it though? Like,
It is.
damn.
If there's no brown skinned
They're
people
like,
in the
they do
room,
look like monkeys.
Yeah.
Damn,
they're
that's
the
just
ones
like a
that
bad
created
joke.
that.
I'm not even saying that from like the race perspective. I'm like, that just isn't funny as a joke. But like, all
It's
right,
lazy.
yeah,
It is.
you know, like if okay, because I'm not even saying there's not like white people jokes. But come on, like when Uncle Ruckus said they smell like lemon juice, or you said they like, you know, they get done fucking in the bed, smell like hot dog water. Like that's fun. That took effort to make those jokes happen. You look like monkeys is lazy, nigga.
White
Like,
people smelling like fresh country breeze and cinnamon.
yeah, shit. Just like, oh, you know, who let the dog out? And it's like, oh shit, like those took time to create. The monkey joke is a lazy joke.
It
If
is.
you're gonna do a race joke, it has to be funny. That shit wasn't funny. So now you just seem like a fucking extra racist.
Like I said, to white people, that's especially like we said 12 years ago, college frat boy status, as we talked about off air. That's a funny joke. It's not, but to them, it's funny.
Whoopi Goldberg implanted. Whoa, son.
Shout out to Whoopi. Whoopi did nothing wrong.
Oh,
Y'all can
shit.
kiss my ass. I am pro
Kenny is a
supporting
terrorist, yo.
of
Like,
Whoopi Goldberg just because she told y'all the truth about something and you didn't want to hear it. It is what it is.
yeah, I listened to that and like, obviously,
She should have explained it better. Instead
Yeah,
of
I
trying
think
to
she
pity pat with
explained
y'all
it
and be nice
terribly.
about it. But
yeah, I think that's where she like dropped the ball worse because it's like I'm trying to, I don't know, you're trying to dance around something and make it palatable when it's just an unpalatable, uncomfortable conversation. But you can go like, this was terrible. And if you get into like, you know, she was like, oh, they're all white people. You can have that conversation, but you know, maybe she should have explained it better. But also, I'm not
Apparently.
getting on everybody who's like, fuck her. I don't know.
apparently you can't have that conversation because she got suspended for it.
See, that's the thing with me. Like, if you know, if whether you agree or disagree is one thing, but if I know these are different platforms, but if you can get suspended, because for saying like, well, these are all racially like white people, like you all are as a, you know, genetic group is white and blah blah blah. But you can say nigga, even if you use what he said. Like I said it in context. I said it because I've heard another comedian say that joke. Like if you say N-word in your mind, you think nigger, so it's almost like putting it out there anyways. If you want to do all that fucking mental gymnastics to be able to say that word and everybody gets to live, it's like, all right, well, should she get like suspended for that if this motherfucker can just like live life?
Especially if like the rest of your panel has been commenting on like racial issues the last couple years and been completely off the mark. They've said some stupid shit and nobody suspends them, especially the I don't know whoever's daughter she is, the heavyset one that sits like directly across from Whoopi. Like Whoopi is actively wanting to smack her in the face on a weekly basis because she says something stupid and she has yet to be suspended.
But this might be one of those because it looks like I don't watch the show, I don't watch The View, but like whenever you see a clip, a lot of clips have been Whoopi be jumping in somebody's ass, and this just might be one of those moments like, we got you now, motherfucker. Finally, we got this motherfucker been up here talking shit to these white women, these milky queens, and we now have the opportunity to you do right by us now, bitch. Like, you know, like that shit.
So do we have the same energy for Whoopi and her support as we do for India Arie?
Yeah, I mean, like from what India was saying, like it makes sense because her shit was I know she had like a statement where she was like, I don't give a fuck about like this vaccine shit. She's like, bro been saying like nigga for a long time. I don't fuck with that shit. I'm like, all right. Especially if you're like India Arie was like, you know, been extremely super pro black, like from jump, like, yeah, I don't fuck with this white man saying this shit. Y'all niggas just been cool with that. Spotify. And she made a good point, like if you're, you know, a music artist and shit, like we get paid cents on the dollar. And you motherfuckers gave this nigga like 300 million.
He paid y'all with y'all money.
Yeah.
You niggas paid for him to say nigga on it. Oh,
I don't
this
know. I mean,
racism
like,
is killing me inside.
Yeah, like my thing is like I'm with, you know, you having, like she said, like I'm with you having the opinions that you have. You can say what you want to say. You just don't, you can choose not to fuck with that. Like to me, a bit of like the Joe Rogan-ness of it all is like niggas who was mad at Joe Rogan don't listen to Joe Rogan. So it's not like it really like is fucking with his day. And the one, even like what he said in apologizing, you could tell like a lot of his supporters are levels of racist that I don't know if you can tier racism, but like that he doesn't really present. He might, I feel like you have that general racism that I feel like all white dudes have where I live in white man land and I just don't have to understand your experience. I feel like
ignorance.
Yeah, I feel like Joe obviously can live in there smart and as whatever as we can call him, whatever. He still lives in, oh, well, that I don't understand your context. That's not bad. Then you go, yeah, bro, that's bad for A, B, and C. I feel like Joe Rogan lives in that land. His fans, though, are also like, niggers are existing. Niggers is outside. Like, they be looking at you like, you be walking outside and how dare you enjoy your like actual Afro. And you just be walking in and existing one day, going to get food. And a white man looks at you and just is like, I wish I had a time machine. And those be his fans though. Like it was niggas in the comments like black people are racist for so I don't know, man. Fuck y'all.
If we're gonna get mad at Joe for saying the N-word, like do we get mad at like Siri and all these other things that they'll type it out on the screen? Like your Siri ain't black.
My Siri doesn't even know how to spell nigga.
I realized
she know how to spell nigger though.
I haven't tested that out yet.
I realized that like
Like, oh.
Instagram is mad sensitive about nigga. Like of all the videos that we posted where we use a little caption thing, never has my shit got beeped until like one other episode where we said like nigga in the clip and it was like boop boop and I was like I just said motherfucker like 17 times. Like I said motherfucker, bitch, hoe, and I'm like all right, not nigga.
Black people can't.
I went and
say it
redubbed
either
it so
on-
you could hear it though, but like fuck y'all.
You should bring like a compilation of how many times you've said nigga on the show.
I
And,
just
like post strictly those clips to a different episode on YouTube.
what's that lawyer show that fucking
The Kardashians.
That's a whole other shit. Where what's that dude's name? Delray, where he was like, say nigga. Like I be feeling like that sometimes. Like that was my feelings toward Instagram. Like don't pretend like you give a shit about the word here. I can go find a song right now full of motherfuckers saying nigga.
You just pulled it up on YouTube right now.
Yeah, like that song probably exists on Instagram. Full-fledged nigga. I can find like mad, videos where people are so it's like cool, but I don't know. I just be finding that weird. Like we give a shit in this. No, you don't. And just don't give a shit loudly. That's all I don't like. I really would like.
Boondocks got away with saying nigga on Cartoon Network.
I like my racism, no chaser, bro. Like don't fucking just be a piece of shit.
Of course.
We can just
Like,
draw the lines properly.
charging a nigga $53 for subpar Caucasian barbecue.
And look, but motherfuckers who, are gonna pay their entire salary to go watch this fucking football game and like I was at the Super Bowl. Can I hold $50? No,
Look here.
nigga. Absolutely not.
Not that I wish any ill on anybody. I'm providing this strictly as a precaution. In our community, our people come into town stunting and get robbed and killed. Pop Smoke, all types of other people come into town. They either get their ass whooped or they get killed and get robbed. One of the two. It is Super Bowl, and y'all are on average paying my rent for a ticket to sit in the nosebleeds at the Super Bowl. You're coming into town looking like food. Be aware that everybody else that lives in Inglewood surrounding the stadium, they couldn't afford to park in the parking lot. You are food to somebody in those communities. So since you're here to enjoy this good old game of yours, be aware of your surroundings. Not to say that we are, predatory black folks, but they ain't gonna be too thrilled with you being there because you've caused their rent to go up past 10% and they getting pushed out their houses. So they might rob you just on the strength of you contributing to gentrification. Just letting
they
y'all
should
know.
rob them for the sake of the culture. It's Black History Month.
I mean, I'm not opposed to that at all. I'm just giving an advisory warning to people.
We be robbing us.
I won't be out there.
Who gonna rob? Like, who's gonna rob the like? What if like the owners got robbed? That would be a fucking story. Like you still like find the billionaires. Like if we gonna do this, like, come on, man. Ocean's 13, but black.
But it would be easy because white people, if you get into a certain circle, they don't assume that of you.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Yeah, I've done that.
If
Like,
you, especially if you get buddy with them, they're not gonna think, "Oh, this man just stole."
well,
my
let me
car."
clarify. I didn't rob nobody, but that thing of
Mhm.
like snuck into some place where I didn't have no business being, and they just assumed that we were. Oh, like yeah, well, you're in VIP. You were supposed to be here. It's like motherfucker.
I just took all.
I
the
shouldn't even be in
orders.
this fucking building. But yeah, we're cool. Like you buying drinks, they're just giving drinks. They just also the idea that you like somehow get rich and then like shit just stops costing money. That shit is wild to me. Like, are they just giving this to us? We don't have to.
Rich people give
yeah,
each
cool.
other stuff all the time. It boggles my mind, like rich people gifting other rich people, especially in the rap community. Like I gifted him Audemars for his birthday. Like what? You just wasteful bitches. Like where you come from? Nobody even knows how to spell that, and you're just gifting it to each other to waste, and it ends up sitting there, not even appreciating in value because you put a bunch of diamonds in it that get rid of the value of it. It depreciates it. Like you're wasting money, giving each other free shit. Shout out to T-Pain. I love T-Pain all day long, but fucking Xbox and PlayStation, you bitches been giving a rich man all types of consoles for free. Send us one. We love video games. We will properly support the company, and it goes to like needy folk. T-Pain don't need.
Niggas
I
getting
love
robbed
T-Pain,
off
but he
the
don't need
tree.
that. Not only that. So I saw that comment, Kenny, and part of me was saying, like on a funny but dark side of it, some of them people that's going to the game, Fig is gonna be popping. There's gonna be a lot of rich fetishism of black women going on in the city. It's gonna be a lot of white dudes purchasing brown buns.
But sending consoles, I'm very okay with this.
What day is this?
You
Word.
talking about people getting robbed. You gonna get somebody in trouble.
I'm piggybacking off him. I want you guys to send consoles. Look, man, PlayStation and Xbox is like beefing low-key, like they're buying shit, like it's like the big buy off.
Absolutely.
Come on, you guys need a voice. You need to, it's Black History Month. I'm pitching this to both sides. I'm a PlayStation nigga. So you know, like, hey Sony, you guys could.
I'm an Xbox dude, so you can send me one and send him the other, and we can duel it out.
Yep, you guys, we need to do that. You need to fucking support and protect,
support local
whatever
businesses.
Give me some free shit, bro. I don't know, like fucking give me some free shit because it's fucking cool. And I don't know, man. Like I don't know if I'm made to be like yes, I am made to be a gajillionaire. Let me stop. Let me not enter that.
Yes,
pay me mad amounts of money. But I think I would just be like, I maybe not be built for rich friends because I would be the worst person next to like DJ Khaled and he's got a $3 million watch and he's like, how does it look? And I'd be like, fucking stupid, bro. Like, are you serious?
I'll be rich with an outfit.
This shit is dumb. You niggas is
outfit from Alibaba in the same room with everybody else, and I'll be buying whole neighborhoods.
Yeah, yo, I'd walk in the room and they'd be like, hey man, is that like are you wearing the entire outfit from fucking I don't know,
Demon
like
Hunter?
Yeah, are you wearing like the Mass Effect armor?
Yes.
Yeah, this is yeah, it's like movie quality. How much that cost you? Like, I don't know, like 1/10 of your fucking earrings, you dick. Look
and
at the lights
go to
though.
The bathroom in this bitch.
Yeah, this shit is cool. It's got a filter in it. Look at this. It's got a little juice box. I had them put a juice box in it. But cool watch, nigga. Whatever. Like, look, it has like a flap. I could fuck in this. I have fucked in this. Like, I just feel like I would have more of a flex. Like, this shit is cool as hell.
That's what I like about T-Pain. T-Pain flexes like cool shit as opposed to like stereotypical rich niggatry.
Kenny is fucking.
He's having a time. He's upset.
Fuck local barbecue businesses and don't give you any. What kind of shit is what? Yo, what is? Hey, this place is not real. This is not a real establishment because why would you do that? Who doesn't give out
extra sauces?
Damn. Yeah, you're right. I don't know, man. I just feel like I don't know, niggas is nothing weird because I'm not wearing a $3 million watch. Like and then it's weird when niggas be like, hey, we need help in this community. We got to build ourselves up. Your watch legitimately, nigga, could have saved the block. It's crazy what's going on outside. I wish we could help in better ways. Nigga. I would never let that go. Like it's $3 million on your wrist, my guy. You could have legitimately built a school.
I saw a clip this week of like what's that boy name? Offset. He had $150,000 worth of jewelry that he forgot about and left at the jeweler. It's not the stuff he's wearing currently. It's stuff he had in the past, had the jeweler hold it for him after cleaning it, and he forgot about it and didn't remember until he went back to the store to buy some more shit. And the dude was like, hey, you remember you got all this stuff here? He's like, oh, man, I forgot all about that.
The crazy thing about it is niggas will get online and be like, one with just the random ass, like, I was outside and I got this family of 2 Happy Meals. You got to give back to your community. And then beside, if it's not that one, this is the best one because this one has a lot of like, we really are doing it. The foundation was able to raise a grand $15,000 for this organization that it cost $8 million to run. Thank you for this $15,000 contribution that came from donations. And nigga, you took the picture with, as you said, 200 grand on your neck. Go to hell. Go to jail. That's the thing of the day, man. You go to jail and then you go to hell directly after.
Just like the post I put up on our Twitter this week, your idea of luxury is taking money out of the Black community and getting rid of generational Black wealth.
Yeah.
What you think is luxury is actually hurting us, and we be championing that shit all day long. That shit is done. It's not. It's stupid. It's hurting us.
The luxury shit don't even be cool. It's just like the niggas still like we went on this rant last week, so I'm not gonna do it like again. But it's just like this shit is baller because of A, B, and C. Y'all be having like the same giant ass fucking weird homes in the same popular areas. I wanted to be like, you know, I'm a super billionaire, and then they be having like those be the niggas that live in those weird like. You go to like little architecture pages and you're like, where the fuck is this house that's made out of like titanium weird steel, but it's in a forest? You'll never find this home. You have to take 2 helicopters and a fucking teleporter to get here. And it's like, oh yeah, that's the guy who like helped put the metaverse together. You'll never see this nigga.
It's somebody out there that has spent a fraction of that on transforming their van into a mini home. And they are living, enjoying life, having quality relationships and experiences while you are in your mansion making hot link sandwiches and top ramen because you don't know how to cook. It's no excuse why Offset and Cardi B don't know how, as much money as you have, neither one of you can cook a meal to save your lives. You have children.
Fucking across the country.
I don't understand it. Like priorities just all out of whack. Not to say like if you have that much money, I may want to have somebody come and chef it up from time to time as well.
You know, word to Joe, man.
But I still know how to feed myself.
I mean, here's the thing. Joe, like when I see like there's certain things that maybe you definitely ball out because you're like rich and you might do some extra stuff. Maybe not. But when I see like, you know, for all his whatever, when I see like Joe Budden like using his like richness, it's like, yeah, you niggas have $1 billion this, that, the third, but I just have like a consistent chef. I was like, that's kind of, you know, it's not necessary, but that's okay. You might spend your money on that because it's like, yo, I want like this is an amazing meal. I wish I could have a chef that could make that. That just makes sense. I can be like, okay, that's an expense that fed you. Great. Not off this $3 million watch, bro. And you niggas can't even tell analog time. So like, what are we talking about? If you big hand, little hand, you don't know how the fuck that shit works.
They say it in their songs. I can't even tell what time it is. So many diamonds, I can't tell what time it is. So what was the point?
I don't know, bro.
You still have to pull out your iPhone to see what time it is, which costs less than your jewelry.
Push and pee. Man, somebody tried that for that to be a thing. Somebody did like just put the pucker butts together. Pushing puckered butts.
We posted about that before. Go back and read the old memes as to what we're referring to.
I've done that before, looking up stuff, and I'm just like, man, this is a wild like page. So much stuff.
Yeah.
People like, hey, you may remember what that post you made? I'm like, I don't. And then I'll go back and look. I was like, I'm proud of it though. I'm proud of the chaos that's been produced. definitely moving forward, we'll probably just have to have separate pages.
That's
Because the
part of it.
chaos that has been started, I'm not going backwards, but just gonna
Let me
start
see.
a new.
Let me just reel this in. Yeah, we're getting all the chaos out of our system before officially March.
Yeah,
So by March we'll have all the chaos out of our system on here.
we'll tell you about it.
Yeah, we'll explain it. Anything you want to share for the people before you leave, dear cousin of mine?
To share.
To share with the people, not with us. I'm going to be with you for the next couple hours. No,
I don't know how y'all live out here.
That's
in the state.
Yes, and the city, because there's way too many people.
a good point. That brings it full circle to how we started this fucking show.
Mhm.
So, that's a good thing to leave the people.
That's that.
Thanos
That's
had a
all we need.
Thanos had a point.
That's
I
all
was
we
saying
need.
this yesterday.
God damn it, you're doing it, kid. You're you.
If you Thanos snap, can you be exact? Like, are there specific?
For the damage that causes, I feel like that's very pinpoint. Like Thanos was trying to live a philosophy like it's free, blah, blah, blah. But personally, you could go, I want every motherfucker with a 6 toe gone, and like you could do that.
Like 50% of non-melanated individuals.
No, yeah, because look, Tony's was very targeted. It's like bring back everybody that was snapped and get rid of all these motherfuckers we fighting.
So it's intentional.
Yeah, it's not just like, yeah, the Infinity Gauntlet is like, do exactly what I say.
What is your intentional snap?
If I were to snap, you said 50%, I say 100%.
Of all white folk or non-melanated folk?
White.
Okay.
Just to see what it's
I'm
like.
about to say non-melanated individuals.
There's a
That
lot
includes
of
Asians,
See how
and
the
I like
dynamics-
Asian people.
There's
We
a lot
started
of-
the show off with the Japanese song. I love Japanese culture. So.
so many professional athletes gonna lose their pussy privileges.
Kanye is going to lose all of his
Yo,
relationships.
I don't even have the energy right now because bro, like I was listening to like graduation, late registration, and all that shit like earlier this week. And I'm not trying to say this in a fetishizing way. It's just you niggas are not gonna tell me because like, have you seen black women like this? Like fucking the sex, you know, like. I mean, the majesty. I'm not taking away all that, but I'm just saying on a physical level, bro. Like, have you seen who he's having sex with? Like, yo. Did you guys see Pam Grier's titties in the 70s? It's never like the black women. It's never been a bad thing. There's never been a bad air. There's never been like a damn, they was better. And it's always been good. Listen to me. Come on, bro. Let's talk. Like, you gotta stop. Nigga, like, you gotta stop. I don't care what she did to you in high school. Like, we're therapy, and then you get like, you gotta stop. Okay, I just knock it off. Cause stop fucking these yoga instructors. It's not better. It is not better. Okay, I'm out. I don't know what else to fucking say. Cause yeah, like that's how you hear how he sounds. This how I be sounding like after sex with black women. It's just, this is how it feels the whole time. Oh, it's that's how I sound. I'm so tired of y'all. This is my balls. I don't have any. I don't know. Never let me end the show because I don't have it. Because you niggas get on my nerves.
No, that's strictly. Hey. Thank you. You can end it with Nina has something eloquent to say.
Exactly. That's a black woman. Okay, bye.